agents. So I'm really very excited about this project, and I'm looking forward to all of you joining this project. Now, this is all about SDG. So let me see how many of us are here today, because most of us said that we are going to join in the evening. So, okay. So we don't have too many. We have about 11 odd members. So anyway, that's it. So what we wait for another 2-3 minutes, and then we come to our wherein we come to know how are we going to go about. I have to share something. The moment I wanted to start that sharp at night, the electric current in my house, it went away. There was no electric current. And immediately I had to call one of my wife's simple activities, Dr. Charu Chara, ki, please you share the screen now. I'm out and I'm joining on mobile. So, well, these are the challenges, but they never deter us. They never discourage us. When it comes to SDGs, I'm all for it in a big way too. So it's all right, perfectly all right. So some of us are already involved and we know what SDGs are, but some of us are not aware of it, what SDGs are. So this project would be taking us through a journey where we learn all about SDGs. And it's totally based on research, and it's totally 100% involvement of every member who joins this project. So that's the reason I have some more people joining. I'm so happy to see Mr. Dattarai also, and Robin also, and Neha, Punitha, Nirmala, and Shalini, and Divya, and of course Charu is there, Ayappa is there. Ayappa, I'm very happy that you are there. We have touched the South India, and you have been, always talking about that you wanted to know about SDGs, and look, it took quite a long time, a few years before we could actually connect. But
Yes,
then,
ma'am.
but then these are the but these are the ways the world works. Maybe God wanted it at just a right moment when all of us could connect. We have Pramod also, the very active member when it comes to social media, and leave apart social media, his aggressive nature of learning everything. And in this 10 months, I've seen him growing like anything. Yes, Pramod, you want to say
Thank you.
something, please?
Thank you, ma'am. It's really pleasure to be here with you. And as you said, the right time has come that I will get the opportunity to work on SDGs along with you, because I'm seeing from the first day that you are dedicated towards SDGs. So it's really an opportunity for me to work with you and to get your expertise actually, and looking forward to learn.
Yeah, even I am looking forward. I just love SDGs, and I would like to do anything and everything, and that to 24/7. It's a responsibility. It's a
Yes.
passion, and it is a volunteering for SDGs. It cannot be thrust upon us. It cannot be forced upon us. And remember, this project is presently primarily for educators. And soon as we move ahead, we are going to have for everybody else. I'm so glad, Rita, you are there. That's so wonderful. I was telling that, I've there's no electric current in my house. So the reason is the moment I clicked, it went off. That's the irony, but that's the beauty of India, a developing country. Either way, I'm very happy with it. So thank you so much for joining, Rita. And
Entirely my pleasure. Entirely my pleasure, ma'am.
to learn so much from you, the way you work and way you manage your chain of organizations. We are indebted that you are there, part of this project. Yeah, and Divya, thank you so much for joining, dear. And Shalini, thank you, and everybody. Nirmala, I think you're from Nirmala. Would you like to say something, please? You're from Malaysia, am I right? Or
Yeah,
I'm from Malaysia. Ruben and we are from Malaysia. Nice meeting all of you, and we are excited to join this project. And thank you for giving us the opportunity. Thank you, Pramodji, for adding me in this project in the first place.
I love you.
Our pleasure, ma'am.
Love you, darling. Assure you, it's a beautiful journey which lies ahead of us.
Sure,
A
sure.
path untreaded by many of us.
And
And
Paramjit,
then,
ma'am, I would like to say one thing about Nirmala Devi, that
yes,
she is the part of each and every project that we initiate, and she is really very curious to learn from her, and so very sincere one.
okay,
Thank you,
that's
Pramodji.
lovely. That's lovely, Nirmala. That's so good.
Thank you,
And
thank
then,
you.
yeah, and then we move on, and then we have Punita. Punita, can you please let us know a line or two about you, and then we start with everybody telling us a little bit, one line, where, which place, which school.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Punita Verma. I'm from Bal Bharati Public School, Rohini, Delhi.
Good morning, darling, and welcome. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining, dear. And
Thank
Neha, Neha, where are you from, please? So some challenge, perhaps I'm not able to unmute. So Datara, you tell us about yourself. What is the latest project which you are doing? I believe you are being acknowledged. How to some acknowledgement and some awards, if I'm not wrong. Datara, would you like to share something about your work, please?
Hello.
Yeah, yes.
Hello. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, you are, Datara.
Yes. Very good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Yes. I have
Oh,
some problem of net connectivity. So there is some buffering, but I am very happy to joining
all
this
right.
session. And yes. And as you said,
God bless you. Okay.
yes, yes, you are
All right.
you are more than God for me, because God will appear in the humanity or in the sense of man, woman.
That's too big a praise, Datarai. Thank you so much. But I adore you. You are one of the education heroes from Maharashtra. Thank you so much for joining. So now we begin with today's proceedings. We begin about what this project is all about. Majority of the members have given the consent to join in the evening at 5:30. God willing, we'll be more in numbers in the evening. But then it's always the first step for a journey of 1,000 miles. It's always the first step. So glad most of you could be there here now in the morning. So for at the outset, I would like to wish all of you a very happy new year. And then let's paint this world this year with bright and happy 17 colors of SDGs is what we are working for. Cheers to people, cheers to planet, cheers to prosperity in 2021. Stay safe and stay healthy. So, ladies and gentlemen, the SDGs are primarily made so that we could take care of the people, the planet, and prosperity of all who are living on the planet. This is one of the three P's for RiseUp4SDGs 20 is a collaborative project. Uh, yes, it's all about the 17 SDGs. So there are 17 goals, and then as simple as no poverty, no hunger, good health, quality education, gender equality, peace, justice, strong institution, partnership for goals, life on land, life below water, and clean water and sanitation and clean energy. So all these are the planets, and then sustainable cities, various goals, sustainable cities and sustainable living in cities. And then, of course, reduce inequalities. So all these are the various goals, and we'll be studying about these goals. We'll be researching about these goals and share our knowledge with all along with us. So we go for advocacy first, we go for awareness first, and of course, action and accountability too. You know, the very this is leave no one behind is one thing nations keep talking about. Please don't leave anybody around behind when it comes to SDGs, because SDGs is for every person on this. So this was established. We talked about SDGs in 2015, and then these are the 17 development goals. I've tried to sum it up, and they were officially adopted by 193 countries. Means every country representative, actually the leader, actually signed an agreement and made a promise that we are going to work for SDGs. And India and most of the countries around the world, they're signatories for SDGs to be implemented. Now there are 169 targets, and there are 241 indicators which talks about every. And then the mission statement for SDGs is a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all of us by 2030. So I'm sure with this blueprint, if all of us work for, we together would be able to build a sustainable world, a world free from hunger, poverty, gender equality practice, everything would be there. Yes. Yes, Shadru, please go ahead. Yeah. And then we have people who have volunteered. We have about 70 educators from 21 countries who have volunteered to join this project. And believe me, I'm really, really very excited and loving that people would be joining, and they're all educators from France who have listened. It is a passion for SDGs who would like to continue. This is not mandatory. Anybody who wants to quit any time is welcome. But I'm sure once we start this journey, there'll be no looking back, and there'll be no. Yes, please. So the duration of the project is, the light is there, and I'm just walking around to be on my laptop where I feel it's more comfortable. But in the meantime, still on the phone. So duration of the project is 8 months, January 2021 to August 2021. So this is the duration of the project. And why this duration 8 months? Because we have 17 goals in together. And this one goal we are going to talk about would be this partnership of goals would be there, and we would definitely be working in all the goals we talk about. This partnership of goals would always be there. Yes, please. I'm trying to fit it on my laptop also at the same time. All right, I focus here. So this project starts in January 2021, and now this is all of us who have voluntarily agreed to join this project are owners of this project. And for this project, people from amongst us will be participating. So we need moderators and we need panelists for the first session, that is January 2021. I would appreciate if you all could volunteer for this, because volunteering is very, very important. And from amongst us only we'll be having. So we can always write down in a messenger group everything, whatever we talk about. Yes, please. So we plan, now these are suggestions, anything and everything which is written, and as I'm taking you for this journey, remember we are owners of this project. It's a project which is being done, which is where we all are going to participate. So if anybody has any suggestions or you feel that this is not the way we should proceed, we can always change. So there'll be 2 virtual meetings per month, and preferably on 2nd and 4th Friday of the month, so that in 8 months we are able to cover the 16 goals The 17th partnership is always every time whenever we are meeting. Yes, please. And the first two goals will be taken. So 15th, this time there are 5 Fridays. So we picked up 15th, which is supposed to be the third Friday and fifth Friday in this case. So Friday, 15 January, we are going to discuss about no poverty. And on Friday, 29 January, we are going to discuss about zero hunger. These are the first and the second goal with which we are beginning. Now, time duration of each webinar would be 1 hour only. Now, this is one focus and one priority which all of us need to heed to, because our webinars, our presentations should not be stretching for long. It should be crisp 1 hour. And since the members who have given the consent would be the ones who would be participating, I'm sure we can focus on it and reduce our time just to crisp 1 hour, because, we'll be engrossed for 1 hour. That's more than enough. Stretching is not a wonderful or a very good idea. Yes. Now, panel discussion and presentation to constitute of 6 members and 1 moderator. So every time we meet, it would be 1 moderator, and there'll be 6 members who either would be speaking or would like to present. Any way they can do it. They can either present or they can either speak if they don't want to make a presentation or something of that particular sort. That's up to them. So we have 6 members and 1 moderator, and remember the total time is 60 minutes. So obviously 8 minutes or so per member would be getting. So we'll have to stick to a presentation and a speaking for that particular time. Only then it'll be crisp, and it'll be a wonderful meeting every month twice. In every meet, we discuss only 1 SDG goal. Yes, please. For example, on the first Friday, when we have proposed 2 goals, it's 1 goal, 1 of this thing. Now, the moderator to focus on collaboration for goals to accelerate 2030 agenda. Now, United Nations 2030 agenda is to achieve these 17 goals. So the moderator's role would be to talk about what is this 2030 agenda, limit his talks or her talks, and make sure that he or she requests the next panelist to speak, sum up what the panelist has said it, and we move on to the next one. So the moderator does it. And moderator is also from amongst you. If the senior members could volunteer, it would be wonderful. And then, of course, the panelist could be anybody. We are getting into the details, how we move ahead. Yes, please. Now, we try to structure this particular project so that it would be smooth sailing, so that we are organized. And while structuring, this is what is being suggested. Each member will have a different role to play. All right, so 6 members would not be speaking in general about the same goal. So we've tried to divide it. The first member would do the introduction to SDG goal of the day. So the goal of the day is goal number 1. So goal number 1 is this. And it talks about hunger, and it talks about, different countries and how it will be a general focus on goal number 1. The second panelist would discuss about the targets of the goal. As already I discussed, that every goal has some targets. These are the targets to achieve in case we're talking about goal number 1. So these targets are already designed and written and published by the United Nations. So we talk about those particular targets. So the second member would be talking only about the targets. And remember, this is a journey of SDGs, and the purpose is that we all are able to understand what these goals are and how do we move ahead. And then the third panelist would be talking about the descriptive indicators. So descriptive indicators are also published by the United Nations, and all we have to do is to research, find them, and present them. Now, this presentation could be, again, a PowerPoint presentation by them, or the way they want it, or the way the presenter could be as creative as possible, talk about it, read about it, present about it, show pictures or something, the way he or she wants could be. And then the fourth member may share your school's experience of working on sustainable development goals being discussed. So why are we doing like this? Otherwise, it will be the same content and everybody would talking about the same content, and maybe the engagement may not be that the way it ought to be, and maybe we'll not be able to know everything about the goal because all of us might overlap the same conversation, the same content of the conversation would be there, and we might miss on important points. See, once we know these goals, definitely we can have it for our children and we can work for them in our classrooms and in our schools. So the fourth member would be sharing the experience. So from amongst us, I'm sure some of us are working, and that particular member can the means it's all volunteering. So the amongst the six member, whosoever feels that I would like to share how we are practicing goal number one, or we had organized a visit, or we had a learning marketplace where we told the children about it, or we had a visitor, something could be told by a person who has been practicing this particular goal. And if we find that there are a large number of people who have not done anything about a particular goal, then one can visualize and say, this is the way I would be practicing this goal in my school or creating awareness, or these are the activities which I plan to do. So either way, it is all right. So when we volunteer, we'll have to say that I would like to do this particular, take this particular position as a panelist. And then after that, we have the fifth member. We're just trying to structure it. There's no other purpose, just trying to make this particular project a wonderful experience. So a little more planning is being done. So, so the fifth member would be presenting a virtual art gallery. You know, it's wonderful. We practice quite a bit of putting the children's creations in a virtual art gallery and then taking everybody. So maybe the first demo, somebody from amongst us could do it, who is using this virtual art gallery, and then take everybody around. So this would be the role of the fifth member. And then, but what creations? So we can ask our children, our students, to please paint something, or what do they think goal number one is all about? In their eyes, how do they perceive it? So they can draw something and share the painting with the fifth member, who can put them in a virtual art gallery. And remember, we have about 70 plus odd members as such, and I'm sure we'll have 15, 20 every time. And this is an opportunity to make it a class project where art integration comes in when it comes to working on SDGs. Because when you talk about United Nations SDG Action Campaign, they say art plays an important role, and to make SDGs visible also. So maybe the fifth member can do this. And then we have the sixth member. We expect, as we move ahead, we are creating content also. So this art gallery is a form of content which all of us own. Remember, all of us own. We can always show it. That's the fifth members, and the sixth member would be presenting a e-newsletter where all the other members who are not participating as panelists can contribute one small, say a quatrain, a 4-line poem of their students, could contribute, say a song which their children have written on that particular song, on that particular goal. Remember, children are very, very creative, and the sixth member could prepare an e-newsletter and even short videos, 50 seconds, 30 seconds videos, could be less than 1 minute, between 30 to 1 minute, could be prepared by our students, and we could put it in this e-newsletter. So the e-newsletter would be presented by the sixth member. So here comes, those people who are very, very good at their IT skills could always become the sixth member. And since it is our project, and our project needs to be the best project, and our project needs to be wonderful, we all need to be passionately involved with the SDGs. All these years, we have been teaching science, social science, maths, every subject we have been teaching. But now the time has come that we need to integrate all these into our classrooms as such. So that integration has to come in. We can always map the entire curriculum with SDGs, and that's what precisely we are doing it in our school. It's a wonderful idea, and normally the whole school approach, that is teachers right from for K-12, all teachers need to be involved, all students need to be involved. Then we create a culture of SDGs. SDGs need to be visible in our school everywhere, in every activity, and then we become an SDG school, contributing in a big way and accelerating United Nations 2030 Agenda. Yes. So, see, our focus is SDGs and how we travel along with the SDGs in our schools, with amongst our students, creating awareness, all that is focus. So we're trying to make it simple. Simple in the sense, maybe we'll not be emailing anything to anybody. Otherwise, it might become a little difficult because we are just a group of people who are doing it. So all communications, sharing posters, videos, poems, songs, everything, I would really appreciate if all of you agree and we go for RiseUp4SDGs Messenger group. We have, most of you have joined, some of you have not joined. We'll focus that all communication goes in the group also and try to possibly send it individually also. Let's see. And all this responsibility also we have to shoulder. So no emails, it will only be all messages to the messenger only. Everything would be on messenger. I hope it suits everybody. In the end, we can give our comments. We have to make it simple. We have to make it doable. We don't have to have all the frills around. It is the work when it comes to SDGs. It's not everything else. It is simple so that every time you have to send a mail, our regular work, our commitment to our schools, to our institution and to our classrooms is also there. So we thought that maybe it would be easier to manage at one place, one point, and that would be the SDGs group's messenger group. Yes. So we'll have certificates would be issued by RiseUp4SDGs to all the 7 members of the panel after every meet. This is a small little token of love, of recognition, of contribution for SDGs, which would be a prized collection for us. And we'll be very, very thankful. And this will make sure that we're very prompt. And so we have to design the certificate. And there also I need help from someone from amongst you who can help us. Otherwise, as we move ahead, we're going to do it. But immediately, the certificates would be shared with the panelist and the moderator. Yes. So we are meeting to spread awareness for SDGs. We are meeting to take action for SDGs. We are meeting to be accountable for SDGs, and we are going to collaborate to create awareness, take action, and shoulder accountability for SDGs. We collaborate to accelerate United Nations Global Goals Agenda 2030, a selfless journey, a selfless commitment, a selfless action for the world, for the people, for the planet, for prosperity on this planet. Yes? You know that there is this one point, leave no one behind, which United Nations keep talking about when they talk about SDGs. All right. So we also believe in the same policy that we're not going to leave anybody behind. So please invite your fellow educators to join RiseUp4SDG project. It is not mandatory. It is just a request. If you feel like we all can be there. It's always better to have more people and not leave anyone behind, because the moment we leave anyone behind, we are leaving a group of students who would love to know about SDG. And these future citizens would definitely work for SDGs in the days to come, because future is the place where they're going to spend rest of their lives. So it would be nice if they actually work and build a future the way they want to live, where they want to live, how they want to live. So that's it. Now, I'm sure plenty of us, most of us rather, are active on Twitter. And these are the three handles we recommend for our projects. So it's RiseUp4SDGs, of course. And then these are the two official handles of United Nations SDG Action Campaign and also Global Goals UN. And these are the UN handles which we'd like. If we all can tweet and tag these, it'll be wonderful. Yes. And with this, we come to the end of the presentation. I hope RiseUp4SDGs have been conveyed to all of you, and the journey has been conveyed, and I hope it is exciting and all of you like it. And please now, I'll be very, very happy if you can share your opinion. Is it doable? Can we all really do it? Can we collaborate for 8 months? Can we meet twice in a month? I have so many questions in my head. I would like you to, unmute yourself and please share what in your opinion, and how is this project? Where can we make some changes? How can we make it different and better? So please, who would like to unmute and speak something, please? So I think I'll have to, yeah, please. Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Ma'am, if there is a will, there is a way. So definitely it is doable, and we all are with you. You are so determined in when we talk about SDGs, and I am learning this attitude, this passion from you for SDGs. So definitely we will make it successful. So thank you so much.
Lovely, lovely, Shalini. Thank you so much. And Rita, ma'am, please, I need your opinion and support in a big way for this project, please. Maybe hear from you.
A few days ago, and it all seemed very, very doable. We had a long discussion, and everything is, since we are all going to do it together, like you said, it's the volunteers who will make it successful. And this will be the first instance of SDG 17. If we all can partner together, if we all can actually make it happen, it will definitely happen. Looking at the format of panel discussion, I just have little point to give on the newsletters. When we are talking about those quatrains and poetries and all that, we could probably also include more best practices, because a panel discussion will probably give only one person to speak, or any one good practice or any one good example. We could probably invite more examples through messenger or whichever way, and then compile it and probably release that newsletter on the day of the day when this particular theme we are discussing, whichever SDG we are discussing. On the day, if you could also release, you're already talking about e-newsletter. So we will try to include, if possible, of course, because I'm sure there are many schools who are doing a lot of stuff, and probably only one person or one school gets a platform to talk about it. Others can probably can have their stories included in that newsletter. But yes, your mention of the challenges, it increases work. So like you said, a support needed from Indirapuram group, so we can do that newsletter if you want.
Oh, that's lovely. That's so lovely. Yeah, that is so good. We can have one member from your, means, Rita, that means you'll have to be requesting everybody. I need some best practice of your school. I need some, at least give me one poem, give me this. I think that's fabulous. That's so good.
And I think, Paramjeet, yeah, with the kind of exposure we have, maybe through Twitter world or whatever, or talking about this since last few years now, I think we know at least 7-8 schools, if not more, who are already working towards this. And whatever they may be in the learning curve, they may be just at the beginning. Some are at the awareness stage, some are already at the action stage. But I think a lot of people are there. And once maybe initial 2-3 newsletters will only have stories from these schools, but it's in our hands. How do we actually tweet about it, talk about it, propagate the information, share the information at various platforms. And once it becomes a buzzword or a news, I think in subsequent newsletters, we will have a harrowing experience trying to edit what, probably the newsletters
What
will
to
keep
have.
very bulky. Yeah, I'm hopeful
What
of
to
that.
have and what to leave. Yeah, that's so
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
I started visualizing it, Rita. I'm so thankful to you for your enthusiasm and the way you have volunteered. And I love you for your volunteerism. And God bless you. And together for SDGs, stronger together, as they call it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I did find two more people raising their hand. Yes, please. Who else?
Yes, ma'am. I had raised my hand. I'm Pramod.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes,
this would be wonderful platform to work towards SDGs, because this would be a project where each individual would be working towards achieving the goal in his or her school. And we will get a platform, a wonderful platform to showcase those efforts. So here we don't have to focus any particular SDG. So we are free to work whatever we are doing, and with whatever we are doing, and we are getting a very wonderful platform to showcase those. So that is a very wonderful thing. Like, we can all start with our own project, okay, and here we can share those projects, and whatever help we will be needing, so we'll be getting that help from number of educators across the world. So that is the very good actually the benefit. As I'm working, I'm going to start a project, my own small project to work on SDGs. So I'm hoping to, or looking forward getting some help from this group. So that's wonderful. And I'll get to get a platform to showcase my efforts, actually. And everybody can get, or myself can get inspiration from others' work. And ma'am, one more thing that we are talking about the panelists and all, and certain SDG. So would it be possible to make a form and just put the link in the group, wherein we can, choose one SDG, choose one month, or choose a date which is suitable for a certain educator, and then we can just share that in a table, in a format of a table, and then those who are not, who haven't submitted, those can fill in the blanks. So we would have a better timetable, maybe, for everybody to, contribute according to their availability. It's just a suggestion.
No, but it's a fantastic suggestions. When you put our head together, we actually come up to wonderful ideas and suggestions. Thank you, Pramod. We'll definitely be doing it, and we can have the Google form and or any form or such, and then we can form a calendar and actually make a file, and we can have it. Yes, we'll do that surely in a day or two. That'll be very nice.
Yeah. Hello.
Very good.
Good morning,
And
ma'am.
yes, good morning, dear, and welcome,
Ma'am,
Abhilasha.
this is Meenakshi Narula. Meenakshi Narula.
Yes, Meenakshi.
Yes, ma'am. This is indeed a wonderful platform, and I'm really fortunate, like, to be amongst all of you who are working towards sustainable development goals. And just would like to add here, like, what I have initiated in my school is. First of all, I would just like to quickly tell I am a principal of Shamford Futuristic K-12 school that is in Auraiya, Uttar Pradesh. And in my school, I have made 17 SDG ambassadors in my school and have divided the whole school into 17 teams so that they will be working on a particular SDG. And I am also having SDG wise assemblies in my school on a virtual platform. And apart from it, I have integrated the SDGs in my curriculum as well. As and when, like, when we are planning our lesson plans, in that chapter wise, we are integrating the SDGs. Just for example, if in class 8 there is a chapter crop production, agriculture, then also we are talking about that particular SDGs. And when we're talking about energy, we are talking about sustainable energy resources, clean energy, water conservation. And this is how we are creating awareness amongst others as well. So this is our little bit initiative towards SDG 2030 accomplishment.
Rita might be very, very happy, and you'll have a place in the first newsletter with her, I'm so sure. With 17 groups in the school and lovely assembly, 17 assembly, that's wonderful, wonderful idea. All of us have been working, and all of us have some best practices to share. And I'm very, very happy to hear what you are doing. So congratulations on this great work. Our responsibility, the leader's responsibility in the classroom and the leader's responsibility in the school to take these SDGs forward. Thank you. So, so nice to meet you here, dear. Thank you for joining. Yes, yes, Abhilasha, would you like to share something, please?
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Rita, ma'am, it's really cold out there, right?
Yeah, I am in some place which I can't disclose. I'm somewhere else. But it is, yes, Delhi has gone bad. Delhi is really gone bad.
It's 18 degrees here, so I can imagine like it's very cold in the morning today. I mean, 18 for me is cold. So good morning, everyone. And it's simply awesome if we can speak in the language of the teenagers that we teach. This is absolutely brilliant. It's awesome. And Paramjit ma'am, what you have started, what you've initiated, the ball has started rolling, and we can see that it is going to snowball into something really big, because the ideas that are shared, and especially the principle that was spoke just now, this is exactly what we are looking for. And it sort of it's really gladdens your heart to see that there are similar like-minded people who share the passion for SDGs. I have 5 teachers from my school who were selected as Teach SDG ambassadors in this cohort 5 with Jennifer Williams with Teach SDG Academy. So we're looking for some good work happening. Just a reminder to everyone, and Paramjit ma'am, you would also be cognizant of this fact that the Goals project is starting in January. So the schools, we don't want the schools getting overwhelmed with activities. So this all, whatever you're doing, because I'm sure if you're already here for SDGs, you already know also about the Goals project. And I'm sure that some of you over here will also be selected as facilitators for the Goals project. So we'll try and do this together, where we are not overwhelming the teachers, students, the school, but at the same time reaping benefits from both the things together, because I know that I will be there. I'm a facilitator and I'll be there with the Goals project as well. So we'll all learn together. We'll all learn from each other. And we'll start with what we have initiated, what has been discussed right now with Rita ma'am, with the newsletter and the panel discussion, and we'll then take it forward and make a structured plan when we know that what we are doing every month. Right, ma'am?
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to say something, please? Ayappa, would you like to say something, please?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ayapparaj from Salem, Tamil Nadu. Really, I'm very happy. Sorry. So I'm very happy to be a part of this wonderful mission, I can say. So actually, we were waiting for this mission for a long time, though we don't know nothing. Just to it's an initial path. So we are not did anything exclusively for SDG. We did, but we don't know whether we did it or not. So now we are going with very structured manner. So Pandit ma'am, Rita ma'am, something like this. So like I really happy to congratulate Meenakshi ma'am also, because he's doing a lot of work, but we are not at all doing anything. So let's see this year 2021. So this is a gift, big gift for from Paramjit ma'am. Thank you, Paramjit ma'am. Is it, ma'am? I have only one. Apart from Messenger, is it? Shall we have it in a WhatsApp group or something like that, or is it not allowed to have?
We'd like to have just one group, whether it's Messenger group or WhatsApp group, because managing with so many things happening around, managing on the social media becomes a challenge also. So just to simplify things, we thought.
that if we
Most
could
of the time we won't see messenger nowadays. You
I
need
have
to decide.
I have also shifted my Facebook to another cell because I was getting uh,
Yes.
too busy doing what I should not be doing. So I take
Yeah,
your
that's
point,
right.
and I have come back. I am reloading Facebook on the main for phone only for Paramjeet ma'am's project.
Oh
But if
my
it is
God.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
but if it is okay to
Because
go on to, no, I'm open to having a WhatsApp group. That's a fact. Though of course we have a whole lot of groups already, but another group for a good cause, I'm open. Whatever the house feels, if it's more comfortable on WhatsApp, I'm okay with that. Whatever everybody says. And Ayappa,
yes,
as far as you saying that it's challenging, haven't British Council taught all of us to do? We were brought into one room to do certain project, and we would be given orientation in 1 hour,
yes,
and next hour we used to be working for those projects for British Council. So
yes,
I
ma'am.
guess we all can do it with Paramjeet ma'am's expertise, right?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
And we all own this project, and it's not Paramjeet Madam's project, it's our project. We are a team.
Yes, yes,
We are
yes.
a
Okay.
Rise Up for SDGs team. This is a known secret now.
Yeah.
Yes, Dattarai, you wanted to say something? Please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, how do you? Yeah, hello, we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have only one sentence about this project. You and me. Just you just ask cooperation from us. But this is my commitment that every your suggestion will be as an order and moral order for me, and I will complete it from my heart to heart. Thank you.
Dattarai, it's a request and a request with folded hands. We are here on this earth as educators, as learners, and facilitators for SDGs for our children. That's the way we go around. And my dear education hero, it's no orders, it's request only. Okay, you are a wonderful person. You have been, you have so much of recognition, so much of creativity in your work, and I salute you for all that. God, doing such wonderful job in a government school, we owe you so much. The children are lucky to have you as their mentor. Anybody else who would like to say something before we come to the close? We have so many guests here. Anybody else, please? So, with this, I pray to Lord Almighty to bless each one of us, and may this SDG project and back to the plan for success, and that's what we will do. They're doing it that when it comes to a sustainable world, a beautiful world with no challenges and no issues. Whatever little bit we can contribute, we need to contribute. So the last request, once again, if anybody wants to say something, otherwise we call it a day. Thank you very much. And once again, we wish you all a very happy new year and God bless you. I hold myself for a few seconds if somebody else wants to say the final